What's up, dude? It's your buddy, 5 Bar Doom. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend of foosball. And I just want to make a video kind of replying to some of the comments on my video where I was kind of talking trash about the Mega Draw, how I don't like it. And I think what a lot of people do like, it's funny because like what I hate about the Mega Draw is what you guys like about the Mega Draw, which is you just play a ton of foosball. Like, I would rather play less foosball if I'm losing. Personally, I just like to have every match kind of count. And, in the Mega, a lot of times you play like a million rounds. And depending on how the tournament's going, it may or may not really kind of count. But, one of the arguments you guys make is, if you're driving in from a long way or whatever, or, even if you're not driving in a long way, you want to just kind of get some bang for your buck and be able to play a bunch of foosball. And to that, I say, has anybody heard of pickup games? Okay? I mean, back in my day, here's how it would go. You'd go play a tournament. When I first started playing, the very first bar I was at was called the Golden Q in Denver. It wasn't like North Glen. It was North Denver. And it was this like biker bar. And they had 6 tornadoes, and there would be, on Monday nights, they'd run a singles tournament. I was a new player, go 2 and out a lot of the time, maybe 3 and out. And you stick around and you play a bunch of pickup games. If you go to a tournament and you want to play foosball, play some pickup games. What is the deal? Now, I think, unfortunately, one problem is a lot of these places today don't have enough tables. You know what I mean? So I guess maybe that's the problem is, people like, I just back in the day when I go to these tournaments, like the one bar had 6 tables. That was ideal. You know what I mean? That's like almost unheard of anymore. I haven't seen any place that has 6 tables, but it was dope because like you could run the tournament and there would just be pickup games going during the tournament and stuff like that. It was great. Or even the ones that didn't have 6 tables, that have like 4 tables. So, after the first couple rounds of the tournament go through, there would definitely just be open tables and you'd be playing pickups. And that was really good. The other thing that's good about that, too, is, you go into a tournament. Let's say you go into a tournament, you're a newer player, you're just not that good. You join the tournament, you get smashed, as you should. You're not like a really good player. Then you play some pickup games. Well, who's playing pickup games while the tournament's still going on? It's the other people that aren't very good that got eliminated from the tournament. So it's kind of like perfect situation. You know what I mean? It's like play a tournament, get smashed, give me your money, get out of here, and then go play with the scrubs over there on the pickup game table. You know what I mean? It's literally just perfect situation. So that's my retort to the whole Mega Draw situation. Is if you don't want to drive 2 hours and bust out a tournament immediately, too bad, just do that, but then just continue playing pickup games. But, if we're playing these megas on 3 tables or whatever, and every table's full, then I can see how that is a problem. But that's just something I hate about the megas. Because if you did a normal draw and you had it on 4 tables, for example, the first couple rounds, there's going to be multiple matches. Once the bracket kind of gets whittled down, then, there can't be 4 tables full of matches the whole time. So those tables open up later in the tournament, then you can play your pickup games. But I guess when I was thinking about pickup games, the other thing that is different now than when I first started playing, that I think is worse also, is, number one, a lot of people are doing the table fee type of thing instead of charging quarters. And I don't know who that's better for. I think it's definitely worse for, I guess in the Mega Draw, it's fine. If you're playing these race to 7s and stuff, the quarters get kind of awkward because if you drop a rack with 9 balls, that's not enough to play a race to 7 most of the time. If you drop 2 racks, that's way more balls than you need. So you're either always paying 2 racks when you don't need to, or you have these leftover balls. So I can kind of understand why you would do that in a mega situation. But the other problem with these table fee places is a lot of times people don't have the quarters set up. I mean, the quarters. A lot of times people don't have the tables set up to take quarters just normally. Like we play at a place called Abibo, this bar, and they have 3 tables there. And basically, like during the week when we're not playing, there's just like they have like wood they put over the tables, and they're just completely shut down. You know what I mean? Like there's no way to play any foosball. Which is to me is a big problem for the local foosball scene, because if you ever want anybody to like get into it, how are they going to get into it? It's like at our place, you can't even walk up and play a game. Like if you're just in there on a Tuesday night, or you know what I mean, you're just in there having lunch and you see the foosball tables back there, like, oh, it looks fun. You know, I could mess around and play a little foosball. Well, you can't mess around and play a little foosball because the tables are literally shut down. You know what I mean? And this isn't the only scene where I've seen that happen. I've seen other places too where, you know, they take all the balls out of the table, or, you know, whatever. It's like you basically just can't play on the tables at all because they have them kind of shut down, and they're only set up to play in this kind of like table fee scenario. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know why everybody moved to that way of thinking. I just remember, like, when I was playing in Denver recently, like, I don't know, I mean, recently, it was like maybe 7-8 years ago. Like, there's this one dude, Dominic, who was just total rookie, you know what I mean? Beginner, like, brand new player. And he was just in the bar. Like, I think, like, he either worked at the bar or he had some buddies that worked at the bar. But he was just this new guy who's just at the bar, you know, and he saw the foosball, and he started getting into it. And he was just, you know, kind of perfect scenario of, like, just a new guy at the bar who just kind of liked it and liked all the people and got into it, and he started playing a bunch of foosball, you know what I mean? But I know that he would go up there and he would just pound quarters into these tables, and he would just be practicing because, you know, obviously, like, you just get into foosball brand new, you don't have a table, you're not gonna, and now it's fucking $4,000 for a table, it's ridiculous. Literally nobody can afford a table. So, you know, what's your option? You go to the local bar, you bust in some quarters, and, you know, you just play some pickup games with your buddy, or you just shoot on the 3-bar or whatever, something like that. But so it's pretty weak that a lot of the times that's not even an option. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just kind of a complaint I have in general. It's like, you know, if we're using this kind of scenario where the tables are only available to the tournament players, obviously that's like, not that there's like a bunch of new people coming into foosball anyway, but that really cuts off the amount of people coming into foosball, because like they can't even play on these tables. They're like, what's the deal? You walk up to the table, there's like, you know, some people might even like try to put quarters in there and it doesn't work, or maybe it does work and there's no balls in there or something. I don't even know what would happen. They're just like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? I can't even play on this table. It's very confusing. You know what I mean? And it's just not getting anyone into foosball. The other thing I want to talk about with pickup games, because, like, I don't know who started this crap or when this started. It's absolutely ridiculous. But it was happening in Dallas. I thought it was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It's happening here in Detroit as well. Still the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And that is, why are you guys not counting points during the pickup games? Hello? It's like, start a game, and you play it to, you know, play to 5, play a normal game, and count points. And then when that game is over, there should be, I mean, this kind of worked a lot better in the world of quarters because, you know, and this would happen on non-tournament nights, is like, you have people lining up quarters. That was like the absolute best scenario, dude. You go to a bar that's got a foosball table. Maybe it's not like a tournament bar, you know what I mean? There's no tournament there, or it's a night where there's no tournament, but people are still playing foosball, which is like super rare, but you know, when it happened, it was dope, you know what I mean? Because like, you're a tournament player, and you find this bar that like just has a foosball table, and for whatever reason people are interested in playing foosball, that's like the coolest thing in the world. And you go there and somebody puts in 75 cents or $1 or $1.25, whatever. You play out that game, and then ideally there's other people waiting and they got their quarters up. So it's like, wham, you hit that last shot, next. And the next person comes, put their quarters in, and then, the winner stays on the table. That's the way pickup games are meant to be played, dude. It's like, play one game, play it out, the winner stays on the table, and the next person pays for the next game. That's just like, I don't know why I have to explain this to you guys or who got off of this situation, but that's how it should go. Now, if it's like a table fee situation where, there are no quarters and there's just sort of infinite balls because you're not dropping racks of quarters, then I just think it'd be way better if you did the same thing where it's just like, just play a game out, and then at the end of the game, whoever lost, those people on that side of the table take off, and new team comes in. You know what I mean? And the reason this is way better is like, like in the, like this, like one of my complaints with the Mega is you get to like 6-6, you're playing these race to 7 games, you get to 6-6, and there's zero pressure. You know what I mean? Like, it literally doesn't matter who fucking wins this game. It's match point. It doesn't matter who wins the game because you either like go like +1 or -1 on the point count. But it's not like you win and you go and you win, or you lose and you go in loser's bracket, or you lose and you're out of the tournament the way it should be. You just get this +1, -1, who cares? These pickup games, it's the exact same, where it's just like you take out a ball and you just, whatever, you're playing with it, and it goes in here, goes in there, you just pick another ball. Like, there's never any pressure built up, you know what I mean? Like, we got to try to play in like pressure situations, and how do you create a pressure situation in foosball? Number one, you're playing for money. You know what I mean? So you're playing like a legit tournament. And ideally, every match counts. So you play like a double elimination tournament where if you lose the game, you're either going to the loser's bracket or you're going back to the car. You know what I mean? And that creates that pressure. And then you get later in the tournament, and now it's like, oh, you're getting close to the money. Or you're in the money. Or, oh, now you're in the finals. And the money difference is the biggest. So that pressure kind of keeps building, and that pressure is what's going to make you a better player when you get to these high pressure situations in tournaments. Now in pickup games, there's obviously going to be less pressure, but the pressure in pickup games comes from wanting to stay on the table. You know what I mean? You want to stay on the table, and what's that mean? It means you're going to have to try to get a win, And the way so if you play out each game and actually count points, then it creates these situations where you're down 4-2 and you got to try to come back, or it's like it's 4-4 and there's the pressure of we're going to win and we can continue playing, or we're going to lose this pickup game and we got to hit the road and the next team's going to come in. You know what I mean? Like, even if there's no money, even if you're not paying quarters, at least if you're like playing a game out, and then at the end of that game, the losers have to leave and a new team rotates in, it's way better. You know what I mean? It's way more fun. And then you can get on a roll. Pre-tournament, you play these pickup games and you partner up with someone like, oh man, we won 4 or 5 games in a row. That's pretty fun. There's nothing fun about just take a ball out, just messing around, who cares? Oh, they score 10 in a row, we score 10 in a row. Nobody's keeping track. Nobody even knows what's going on or cares about it. And also, it just because there's no pressure on any individual ball, there's no reason to ever try. You know what I mean? So you get people just fucking around, doing stupid shit, and it's just like a complete waste of time. So that's what I would like to see is when you guys are playing pickups, just count points, man. What's, like, why not count points? Like, is everybody such a baby that, like, they don't want the pressure of counting points, or they don't want to, like, feel a loss if they lose or something like that? I mean, if there's nobody waiting for the table, that's fine. You can still just, like, you play your game, you're done. You kind of look around and see if there's any other teams that want to jump in. If there's not, you just start a new game against the same team. That's fine. But, like, count points. You know what I mean? At least put some pressure on yourself in these games to try to win, dude. It's like, either crush the team, or maybe you start getting beat and, like, okay, man, let's do this. Let's come back. Let's try to win this game. And try to actually win, like, a legit game. Don't just play ball after ball of, like, pointless ball where nobody's even, like, counting the points. To me, that's the most fucking frustrating thing in the world, is the way you guys do these pickup games where nobody's even counting points. It's so stupid. My God, it's super annoying. So, I think that's my rant for today. And I would sum it up as, if you're a promoter, it'd be really nice if you made it to where your tables could be played during the week. You know what I mean? Which means probably quarters. And, like, I know, like, oh, we don't want to have a bunch of balls in there because they'll get stolen. Or, I mean, I don't know what the deal is, right? But, you switch out the balls, right? It's like, if you have to have 9 good balls. Also, with the balls, everybody just shut the fuck up with the ball conditions, man. Oh my God, you guys are such babies. Oh my God, this ball's not brand new. I can't play. What I was thinking about the table situation and the balls? Everybody's such a fucking baby about the balls. Oh, we need new balls. Oh, I can't play with this ball. Dude, you can't play with a new ball. You can't play with an old ball. You suck on either ball, dude. You're not winning on either ball. It doesn't fucking matter, dude. Like, just get used to it. If you have a newer ball, it's going to be slower. It's going to be probably easier to catch passes and things like that. If you have an older ball, or it's more marble-y kind of ball, then it will have other properties to it. It's going to be a little bit harder to catch pass. I mean, it's going to move faster. It's going to... if it hits your man and it moves, it's going to move faster, so it could be harder to catch passes and things like that. It'd probably be a little better kind of better setting up a brush pass, because you can move the ball a lot slower, because the ball will roll for a longer period of time at a slower pace. But, okay, just everybody quit being a baby about the table conditions. Oh my God, because now here's my thing about table conditions. Everybody's a fucking baby about table conditions all the time. You know what I mean? You guys won't shut up about having new balls. It's like, and the thing is, these balls don't last at all anyway. Like, what do you guys want? Like, if you buy a new ball, like, you saw how it was at TK. If you're at TKO, you know how it was at TKO. You get a brand new ball, you play one match, and now the ball sucks again. You know what I mean? Like, now it's an old ball. Or, like, day one you get a ball, you start playing with that ball on day 2, the ball looks like shit. It's rolling fast. It's an old ball at this point. So too bad, dude. The balls just don't last. Fucking deal with it. Quit being a fucking baby about the balls. My God. So annoying. But here's like where the rubber hits the road with this table conditions, ball conditions scenario, is all you guys do is cry about the table conditions. You cry about the balls all day. Oh, we need new tables. Oh, I need new balls every day because reasons, you know what I mean? Then we go to, you go to TKO, or you go to a big tournament. I'm saying TKO because that's the one I recently went to. And here's literally what happened at TKO. We get to TKO. Mostly brand new tables. All brand new balls. What did I hear all weekend from these same fucking people? These tables suck. These balls suck. I swear to God, dude. Now we're playing on brand new conditions. Brand new balls. Brand new tables. You're still bitching about the conditions, man. At this point, can't you see the problem is with you? It's not with the tables. It's so frustrating, man. It's fucking frustrating. Okay, well, this rant went on a little bit different trajectory than I expected today. But this is good, dude. This is why I don't have to go to therapy, in my opinion, because I just unleash all my frustrations on you through this video. So I don't have to like pay somebody to hear this or whatever and deal with it. You know what I mean? Because you guys drive me absolutely fucking bananas with all this bullshit about the tables, the table conditions, the way you play pickup games, wanting to play a million pointless rounds of foosball and mega instead of just playing like a short tournament that makes sense. You know, somebody posted a comment on my post about you know what they need to do is they just need to have like shorter, like movie length kind of like events, you know what I mean? Where you show up at 7, it runs to 9, that type of thing. And I couldn't agree more. But you know what does that is like just a short double elimination tournament, you know what I mean? But now nobody wants to play double elimination tournament because you need that. It's like, organize your own pickup games, dude. Like, why do you need the tournament director to have fucking 2 hours of pickup games that are completely worthless and then run a single elimination tournament? You know what I mean? Just show up to the tournament. If you want to play pickup games, just show up to the tournament early, play your pickup games. And then the tournament guys should just run a single elimination tournament. Like they're saying in Wisconsin, I think, they do the mega draw and fucking everybody makes it into the playoff round. Oh my God, dude. My head just explodes hearing this stuff, dude. Like, I would be so checked out if every week I have to show up, you know what I mean? I have to show up at 7 o'clock to play just because you guys just are forcing me to play pickup games. And then we finally get to 9 or 9:30 and it's like the playoff round. And now the actual tournament starts. Just let me show up at 9, dude. Just let me show up at 9:30 and play the real matches. Why do I have to show up and play fucking pickup games with you guys for 3 hours and then play a tournament? Makes no sense, dude. My God. I'm glad I got this channel, dude, because sometimes I just gotta get this stress off my chest. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like obviously I need to go to therapy. I'm not going to therapy. You know what I mean? I don't want to, but I do have a lot of anger issues, man. You know what I mean? It's because of you. You know what I'm saying? It's because of you and all the people like you. So, I'm just fucking around. But, you know, but it is fun kind of just having these things where I go off on here because I do get super pissed. And, you know, I wish things were different in foosball and they're not. And I'm not going to change it. You know, somebody posted like, oh, you know, you got this like platform, you could change it. Yeah, maybe, dude, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to spend fucking $100,000 on 4 tables just to show up and have everybody bitch the whole time about every format. Like I see what you're dealing with as a promoter. Everybody's bitching the whole time. Nobody's showing up. Probably the bar's bitching at you because nobody's buying any drinks. You know, who knows, right? I mean, it's a fucking nightmare. Anybody involved in foosball, it's a nightmare for you. I understand. It's a nightmare for the players. It's a nightmare for the promoters. Like, I understand why nobody's getting into foosball too, right? There's no incentive. There's no incentive to run tournaments. There's no incentive to play tournaments. Why are we even doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, why are we doing this? I don't know. All right. That's it for me for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a great Monday, you guys. Bye.